So do a video about the recovery after infant loss. As you guys know, I had a cesarean, an emergency C-section. Ultimately, I lost the baby, Amia, and that happened on June 12th, 2014. And it's been almost 2 months. In a few days, it'll be 2 months. Today's the 9th. Her 2nd month anniversary will be on the 12th, which is in a few days, 3 days. I just wanted to come on and talk about like my due date and my emotions that I had and how I'm feeling now, and just to talk about that kind of stuff with you guys. Her due date, honestly, I went to sleep on the 6th. Sad. I was very sad and I cried a lot that night. Honestly, I didn't go to sleep until after 12. The anticipation of waiting for her due date was agonizing. It sucked really bad, just waiting around for that due date, knowing that I would not have a baby on that due date and I would not have my daughter. And the day of the due date, I woke up around 6 something in the morning. Ever since the loss, I've had tremors, like really bad nerves, and I haven't been really able to sleep, so I do have to take sleeping pills, and it helps me sleep till about 9. And on the 7th, I woke up around 6:30, like 6:30 in the morning, because I couldn't sleep anymore. I was just so anxious. I was well aware of the day, and I woke up around 6:30, and I just laid there and I stared at the ceiling for about an hour. And after that, I got up and I made some breakfast for my son, and my husband, he had to work, so he was already gone for the day. And it was just really quiet. I remember it just being really quiet, and I cried a lot. There was a whole bunch of tears, and I cried cooking, I cried in the shower, I cried while I was cleaning. It was just really emotional, and I think it was just so much sadness and so much disappointment for the loss of her and the dreams and her future. We'll never know what she will look like. We don't know how she sounds. I don't even know how my daughter's eyes looked, because she was gone when I got to hold her. And I think that just all of those wants and plans and aspirations that you have for your child, when you're carrying her or carrying him, it kind of gets crushed when the baby is called away, called home to God. And I think that's what mainly brought the emotions on heavy on Thursday. I remember just sitting there on our couch and just like watching TV, but not really watching it, just thinking about how I should be in a labor and delivery ward somewhere having a baby and welcoming my beautiful baby girl into the world. But that wasn't the case, and I think I just remember sitting there just I didn't know how to feel. Like, I was sad one minute, and then I cry a lot, and then I feel a little bit better afterwards, and then I go numb. I would completely become numb, and I would sit there knowing that her baby stuff is still in our closet, and knowing her memorial is in our back room, and it's just saddening. I think it's just so saddening to have to go through this and know that other women are suffering the same fates as we did. And sometimes I like feel bad that I'm even crying, because there's women who lose their baby days before their due date, or 38 weeks, or right after birth. They have them, they're here, and then they lose them even to SIDS or to something else, something so much worse than what we went through. It's still a loss, but I do think some losses can become worse because you get to know the baby and you get to hear the cries, and it can be a little bit more tragic is what I'm saying. Now, I do go on a board for miscarriages, stillborn, and infant loss, and I'm also on a forum for just third trimester loss, and the women there are great. Like, they get me through the day. I can't go a day without not going on there, because I mean, my husband's here, but I think it's different for women. We have like this connection with the baby that's deeper, I feel, and it's because I feel that we carried the baby and we bonded with the baby and connected, and because the baby was with us the whole duration, and we felt the baby grow, and the kicks and the movements and the stretches, you know. So I think that we have like a deeper bond, and these women on here are like my backbone. They literally, well, my husband's my backbone, but they literally are inspiration, and they tell you that it's hope. Afterwards you will go on and have babies again, and you'll always remember her. And they're teaching me to connect Amia's memory, not as a tragedy, but to value the time that I have with her when she was here. So yeah, I it was a pretty bad day, and the day after was pretty low as well. I cried a lot. Today is Saturday, and I'm feeling a little bit better, but honestly, I know that her 2-month is coming up, and people say don't think about it, but I'm still thinking about it. It's really difficult to not think about. She should have been 2 months, which means she should have been able to lift her head up, and she would be more loud when it came to baby talk and those things that I'm not going to experience with my darling little girl. And I think that it's just the process, and because I'm fresh, it's a recent loss, I'm still going through a lot, and I'm still thinking about the dates and replaying it over and over in my head and stuff. So, but I've been praying a lot, been going to church a lot. Tomorrow I'm going to church, and I think going to church has been like also a really big help, because I feel the closest to Amia when I'm at church, or I'm praying or crying, and I rather go to church than cry. So yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on, and how I dealt with Amia's due date. And unfortunately, my birthday is the 13th of this month, and her 2-month anniversary is the day before. So I really haven't been giving any thought to my birthday. I really haven't been paying attention to it. I know my husband wants to do something, but I have no clue what I want to do. I'm still just trying to get my son prepared for school. He's starting kindergarten soon, so I need to get him prepared, which makes it a little bit easier because I'll have stuff to do. Because I had quit my job 4 months into the pregnancy, because I'm a nurse and it was just too strenuous. I think that they require you to do too much when you are pregnant, and I just didn't want to risk it, so I quit. And so I'm home now, and I have pretty much nothing to do during the day besides clean and things like that. And now I'm blogging, but when my son goes to school, I'll be able to just take care of him and kind of try to get things to normal. I know it's going to be a new normal, but just trying to get things back in the flow, and still be able to remember my little one. So yeah, I'll be coming on probably once a week, or maybe 2 or 3 times a week, whenever I feel like it, just to give you like an update on post infant loss, me surviving infant loss and being able to move forward with life but still keep her my memories. I have a necklace here that it says Amia Renee with baby footprints and wings, and the date and time she was born, and forever in my heart. And I wear this every single day so I can take her with me wherever I go. So I'll come back on in a little bit to just give you an update to what's going on with me and how the hubby's doing and how the little one's doing. So if you hear me say Richard, that's my husband. If you hear me say Miguel, that's our son. And if you hear me say Amia, that is the baby angel. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to comment, like my video, and share it to women who may have lost a child. And that's why I'm doing these videos, and to let women know that I'm going through the same things that they're going through, and we're feeling the same way. It's just a grief process. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.